Fight fans, what's going on out there? It's the homie, main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, going down on Wednesdays and Saturdays here on Main Man, Made Man's Boxing, man. Thumbs up as you pull up. Y'all already know, man. So, yeah, man. Y'all already see the topic of the video. This situation dealing with Tyson Fury's gloves. Now, I did my best to resist this. I have been resisting this. I've been hearing about this for days. You know what I mean? I have been resisting, purposely, intentionally resisting the subject. Now, y'all have been bombarding me, hitting me up with the links, the whole nine, man. Like, man, check this out, check this out. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? What's up, famo? What's up with you? Last of a dying breed. Up early. What's up, homie? What's going on, man? And so y'all been hitting me up, man, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? So, I always respond to y'all. Whatever y'all, want to talk about, we can talk about. You know what I mean? What's up, Dimitri? What's up, man? Good morning to you, fam. Orlando Finney in the building. What's up, fam? Chin Smoke up in this joint. What's up, everybody? What's up to all the fam coming up in this joint, man? And so let's talk about this like real boxing fans, shall we, fight fans? Let's break this down. Now, I check out the Young Brothers series of videos because y'all kept hitting me up with the links. So I say I'm going to go ahead and check them out. And I seen the young brother putting in a lot of work on this particular subject. I mean, he breaking it down from every single angle. Salute to him. What's his name? Young Pharaoh. Breaking it down from every single angle. Now, after listening to him, seeing his evidence, I'll say this. I drew the conclusion to this. And this is just to entertain it because people want to, hear what it is. I think he got something, but I don't think he has what he's looking for. And that's the way I can kind of sum it up. As of today, as of today, myself, I'm not convinced. You know what I'm saying? The reason being is that I've now watched this fight, well over 10, 11, 12 times. You know what I mean? The Wilder Fury 2. And what I've noticed in that fight is everything that people are saying that was wrong with the supposed glove, Tyson Fury's fist being in the palm area, and so he was hitting him with the clubbing shots. I guess that's just the premise of it, right? Everything that I've seen in Wilder Fury 2, that wasn't the thing that got Wilder out of there. Wilder, think about it like this. The most potent punch that Tyson Fury was hitting Deontay Wilder with, especially in those early rounds, was the jab. He was popping Deontay Wilder's head back with a jab, which he was hit front on. You know what I'm saying? Second, the knockdown that occurred in the third round came off of 1-2 that grazed the temple / the back of the head. That came from a front shot. You know what I'm saying? That put Deontay Wilder down. That had nothing to do with the palming of the glove. Most importantly, Deontay Wilder was huffing and puffing by rounds 3. That has nothing to do with the glove. You know what I mean? People may say, hey, main man, why does Tyson Fury all of a sudden hitting so hard? When is the last time y'all seen Tyson Fury come into the ring 273 pounds? Did he do it against Otto Wallin? Did he do it again? When is the last time you seen Tyson Fury fighting in an aggressive style? You know what I mean? Because Ben Davison wasn't teaching him that way. I know Peter Fury wasn't teaching him that way. You know what I mean? So when is the last time you seen this version of Tyson Fury to wonder where his punching power is coming from? We've never seen him with Sugar Hill also. All of these things can play into Tyson Fury's power. His size, you've never seen him at that size. You've never seen him that aggressive. You know what I mean? All of these things. And like I said, Wilder's huffing and puffing had nothing to do with the gloves. Wilder's equilibrium being off from a 1-2 that landed flush on had nothing to do with the inside of the glove. You know what I'm saying? Sean Isaac says Fury rises to the occasion all day. Sarugi, what's up, man? Wilder camp looking to the gloves before the fight started. And that's another thing. We're going to get to that. Now, when you make, to all of those who believe this, because like I said, I will get more back to this glove, but for everybody that believes this, remember what you're saying. You're talking about corruption going up to some of the highest orders of boxing. You're talking about the Nevada State Athletic Commission, who had to be there to observe Fury gloving up and wrapping up. You're talking about Deontay Wilder's corner, who had to be present as well. You're saying that they failed him. You know what I mean? You're saying that every almost institution of boxing failed that night to help Tyson Fury. That's basically what everyone is saying, including the corner of Deontay Wilder. That's what everybody's saying. You know what I'm saying? So when you make this accusation, remember how far we're going up. Levi McFadden says there's too much evidence. Bro, the only evidence that I do see that is credible and does deserve some concern is the fact that Tyson Fury's glove, that fist did look kind of balled up in that palm area. You know what I mean? It did look that way. And could have been a bad wrapping job? Possibly. You know what I mean? But I can honestly sit here with full confidence, and I cannot say that the shots from the palm area are the ones that hurt Deontay Wilder in that fight. That's not true. That's simply not true. The jab was landing flushly. One of the best jabs, not to mention Tyson Fury eating the right hand from Deontay Wilder in the first and two of them in the second had nothing to do with Tyson Fury's gloves. The fact is that Deontay Wilder didn't have it in him to put down Tyson Fury. And that had nothing to do with the gloves. The jab had nothing to do with the gloves. Tyson Fury's weight, Deontay Wilder's right hands landing and not affecting Tyson. All of these things had nothing to do with the gloves. Deontay Wilder huffing and puffing by the third round had nothing to do with the gloves. Nothing. Coach Kennedy in the building. What's up, man? Good morning to you. All of these things had nothing to do with the gloves, and all of these things are the reason that Deontay Wilder lost. His equilibrium was off since the third round. Up until the third round, I didn't see any pawing shots. The pawing shots came towards the middle rounds, while Deontay Wilder was already on shaky legs. And another thing, to everybody that's into this cause, and I'm not saying y'all wrong. I mean, hey, look, man, one thing I've learned over the time, because I've been considered a conspiracy theorist at once upon a time. Worst thing you can do is tell somebody who's trying to find some answers to call them a crazy person or call them conspiracy theorist. So I'm going to stop saying that too. But in Deontay Wilder's case, man, like, you don't even hear him coming out saying this. Fans are getting ahead of the fighter. Let the fighter come out and lay down his foundation first before the fans want to jump out here up in front of him. You know what I mean? Too much evidence. Another thing, stop lumping all of this crap in with your cause. Meaning that if you got an issue with the gloves, that is credible. I will look at the pictures. It's credible. Leave it there. Stop talking about water bottles. That's a normal practice in boxing. When Deontay Wilder went over to Germany to face Alexander Povetkin, he didn't even want to eat the food. That's a normal practice in boxing. Stop saying stuff like Deontay Wilder was drugged. That's what dilutes your cause. Deontay Wilder got tired by rounds 3, had nothing to do with Tyson Fury's gloves. Deontay Wilder came out with costumes saying his costume was too heavy, and stop trying to find an answer. The fact of the matter, he was tired. That has nothing to do with gloves. Stop trying to lump all of these other things into your argument because it dilutes it. Stick with the gloves because the proof is right there. That's what the thing that looks funny. Get an answer from the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Get an answer from Tyson Fury's corner. Get answers from Wilder's corner. Why wasn't this thoroughly inspected in Tyson Fury's locker room? Get these answers about that case. I will agree to that. But at the end of the day, all of this other shit that y'all lumping in, you're watering down your case, man. And that's just calling it what it is. But you can't tell me that the gloves wasn't on. Nah, man, them gloves was on, bro. They were taped up, everything, man. Like I keep telling y'all, bro, if you're going to make that accusation, you got to say it was just a Tyson Fury corruption. This corruption spreads around. You're going to have to tell me that Deontay Wilder's corner was corrupted. You're going to have to tell me that the Nevada State Athletic Commission was corrupted. You're going to have to tell me that the promoters were corrupted. You're going to have to tell me everybody was corrupted if we're going to say that Tyson Fury's gloves were messed up. Then Dada in the building. Salute, fam. Salute, fam. Now, I do want answers on why Tyson Fury's gloves did look that way. The pictures don't lie. You know what I mean? Now, I do always have a problem with still shots because you don't know what the motion is or you don't know what part of the still shot that they caught. I usually have a problem with that, but someone can then minimally answer the question of why did it look like his fist was balled up in the palm of that glove? Someone can answer that. That's a legitimate concern. That's a Shiz Biz in the building. What's up, fam? Wilder got his gloves fresh out of FedEx box on fight night all day. I saw that. And people were wondering about that. I remember the commentators was like, man, yo, they come in late and this, that, and the third, and things happen, man. Now, let's say this. Now, I'm not agreeing to the fact that fights can be rigged. I'm not agreeing to the fact that dirt doesn't exist in boxing. A lot of dirty tactics can be taken. But my thing is this. In this case, you will have to tell me that Deontay Wilder's corner dropped the ball. Deontay Wilder's own people had to be have a level of corruption. You're going to have to tell me that Sugar Hill Stewart, the trainer, the nephew of Emmanuel Stewart, he's corrupted too. Because he was there. You're going to have to tell me that. He has no integrity neither. It don't stop with just Tyson Fury at this accusation. You're talking about him having bad gloves, or he was cheating in the gloves, or whatever the hell y'all accusing him of. This stops with a lot of different people, if there's any truth into this. You know what I mean? I don't believe it. I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. Richard Smith says, I love Wilder. He my main man, but he lost for real. He lost and made $40 million, didn't he? All day. You know, bro, I would love to nothing more than to get up on here and say, yeah, Tyson Fury cheated. We got it. He is a cheat. I would love nothing more. Y'all know I rock with Wilder. I would love nothing more than to sit right here in front of y'all and say, I believe it 100%. But I cannot say that in good conscience. I cannot say that. Now, appreciate the brother that pulled this evidence to the forefront. And this is not to say that anybody's more of an expert than anybody, but he's technically not a boxing channel. And, you know, there may be a lot of things that he overlooks, not being a boxing channel and covering the sport on a more daily basis. You know what I mean? Thumbs up for the fam. And like I said, he would have never brought up questions about, well, why didn't Tyson Fury want to drink out of a water bottle? Bro, that's normal practice. You know what I mean? That is nothing to see there. That is normal practice. And you would still have to, you wouldn't mention stuff about Deontay Wilder being drugged. You know what I mean? All of that stuff, bro, like, come on, man. Deontay Wilder wasn't drugged, bro. You know what I mean? Something was going on with his legs. His energy did deplete. But at the end of the day, you got to also include the fact that Deontay Wilder was fighting at his heaviest weight known to date. 230-something pounds. How does Deontay Wilder react at that weight? Also fighting a man that's fighting at his highest weight. You know what I'm saying? You can't just run around and make these type of accusations, bro. And I feel you. I feel your passion. I feel the vigor to everybody that's in that cause. I feel your passion, man, and I feel your vigor. Everybody's sitting around wondering around like, what the hell went wrong? But the fact of the matter is our guy just got beat. He got beat. He got out game planned. That's just the end of the from what I see. Until somebody can give me some more evidence, you know? Like lit up in a building. What's up, fam? Don't accuse that man without legitimate proof. That's a hell of an accusation all day. I couldn't agree more. And then I got a lot to say about Sugar Hill Stewart. I think he has way more integrity than that, man. You know what I'm saying? Get over yourself, mate. Wilder fight against Ortiz. There's a video of him rabbit punching in slow motion. People have to get over this. Wilder got beat by the better fighter. Yeah, you know, rabbit punches, I hear people saying that too. Yo, man, this is the fight game. Y'all ain't new to this. Y'all know how this shit go. Rabbit punches are part of the fight game. You know what I'm saying? Dirty fighting is part of the fight game. Don't get soft on me now in 2020 and say, oh my God, the rabbit punches and the low blow. That goes by as long as a boxing glove existed. That's always been that kind of fighting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so stop it. You know what I mean? Look, man. Stop making Champ look bad out here with all of this crap, you know? Just leave it be. The third fight is on. It is what it is. People even going back to the first fight. Like, oh, look what happened in the first fight. This is what don't make no sense to me. If the gloves were so bad and they were done so bad, why didn't he stop Wilder? He just did enough to flop him around the ring with no equilibrium and he didn't stop him? And if the gloves were tampered in the first fight, why didn't he so much as knock Wilder down? I don't understand the point of this. Like, if I'm going to have my knuckles in the palm to hurt this man, then I should be putting this man down. Did he beat his face in? Sure. But Wilder was eating punches. He was eating jabs. He was eating 1-2s. I mean, come on, bro. Like, that's what happens when you get hit by a 273-pound, 6'9" behemoth. That's what happens, fam. You get marked the fuck up. Y'all need to stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? I root for Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad is a warrior. And I don't even think he want everybody out here making this type of shit up. Come on, fam. Come on. Come on. Next fight will be good. Next fight is going to be legendary. I'm expecting Deontay Wilder to come in. You know, I've been watching that fight, man, and I'm going to tell y'all something, fight fans, and we're going to talk about this when we talking boxing some more. Bro, I really believe that, and I always got this feeling sometimes. I said the same thing about Jarrett Hurd. I really believe that Deontay Wilder, if he would have weathered that storm, like Tyson Fury would have been done. Like, there was no way that Tyson Fury could have kept that pace going. It was no way. He was starting to tire out. He was starting to get a bit more sloppier as well. You know what I mean? 1-2 more rounds later, Deontay Wilder, if he could have recovered, he would have been back in that fight. Y'all don't seem to understand. Fury at that size could not keep that pace beyond 1 or 2 more rounds. It just couldn't happen. He would have had to take some time off, and that would have been Wilder's time. Remember in the first fight, Fury said he was only 60%, and he knew what was going to happen. The fact of the matter is Bomb Squad just got out game plan. It's no more complicated than that. It doesn't get any simpler. They came in with a better game plan. They made the proper adjustments. Bomb Squad, number one thing going into this rematch has to be, I have to learn how to make adjustments. I have to learn how to have a plan B. My corner has to arm me with a plan B, just in case plan A doesn't work. It's as simple as that, fam. You know what I mean? I believe that he can come back and win this fight. I believe that he can come back and get his belt back all day. You know what I mean? 130%. But at the end of the day, he has to make the adjustments. And that's what it's going to come down to. You know, Fury wasn't... When I go back and watch that fight, it was a great performance by Tyson Fury, don't get me wrong. But there were points in it that I thought Wilder, if his equilibrium wasn't off, he could have capitalized on. They check the gloves. I know they can tamper, but since the days of Trinidad and Margarito, they are more vigilant all day. They vigilant, but they can miss things, and we don't know what happens after these commissions and the other side of the corner leaves the locker rooms of these fighters. You know what I mean? Things can happen. We know what Sergey Kovalev used to do. We know what a lot of fighters used to do. I'm not saying that they're going to catch everything. I'm just saying that even if you believe that fist was in that palm, tell me how did this he didn't stop Wilder. The fight got the towel thrown in. You know what I mean? The most potent punch that he landed on Wilder to me was his jab. He controlled that fight because he kept Wilder on the outside of a jab. He was popping Wilder with that. Man, he hit him with a jab so flush. What was that, second, third round? Man, that thing looked like it was going to knock Wilder's head off. And that was a front-on shot. You know what I mean? Those are the type of shots that was weighing Wilder down. When he was clinching Wilder, he was beating on Wilder's side. Boom, putting his weight on him. I mean, every time Wilder tried to move, he just was hugging him, holding him, hugging him. That shit wore Wilder ass down. You did. I don't know, man. Those are the reasons why Deontay Wilder lost that fight. That had nothing to do with the clubbing, the palming shots. Wilder's equilibrium was already gone by the time those shots started landing. His equilibrium had left the building. He had already been put down before those palming shots became such a big issue. So how are we going to explain rounds 1 to 3? How are we going to explain Deontay Wilder being put down by a 1-2? That wasn't from the palm. How are we explaining this? How are we explaining Deontay Wilder gassing out by the 3rd round? These are the things that I need more of. Why couldn't Ali beat Norton? Ali wanted to hire Fucha Kenny's coach, but Fucha said no. Yeah, I thought Ali lost those fights too, bro. I thought he lost them both. I think he caught him in the back of the head or the ear and did something to his balance, Fury strategy, etc. And Wilder is lacking as a boxer. See, and I don't go nearly that far either, because the same, like I told them word of the day, the same respect, if you will, that y'all gave for Anthony Joshua. They say when he fought Andy Ruiz and he had his equilibrium knocked off and got flopped around the ring for the next few, it was because of his equilibrium. It was no way that Joshua would have fought like that. Can we give that same respect to Deontay Wilder? to say that if his equilibrium wasn't knocked off in the third round, it was no way that Tyson Fury could have kept doing what he was doing. Can we at least say that? We can't say he got to become a better boxer when the man equilibrium literally left the building. You can't say that. We don't know how that fight would have turned out if both men had all of their faculties and rocking with their fight. Now, it's good that Tyson Fury did what he did. That's what you're supposed to do, knock his equilibrium off if you can. But at the end of the day, I can't say Wilder's this horrible fighter and he's a bad fighter, he's a bad boxer, all because Tyson Fury beat him all in those rounds. The man equilibrium was gone. It was gone. What happens if Tyson Fury tires with all that work rate he was putting in? What happens when he slows down for a round or two? What happens? What happens if he comes out in round 8 like I need to take a round off? Round 9, I need to take a round off. What happens? We don't know. So, I don't know. Wilder needs to work on his basic footwork, etc. all day. That's one of the adjustments that has to be made. Maybe that will make him word of the day like a better boxer. But you're right. Footwork is definitely the key to going back into this training camp. That should be the number one. We should see Wilder putting that shoestring around his ankles and moving with that footwork, man. You know what I'm saying? July will tell the truth all day, all day. Dundada, Red Eyes on Costume had Bomb Squad till this day in a days, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, look. Whatever the case may be, you know, I don't give no excuses for Wilder. I'll just say Fury was the better man that night. I'm not going by the glove thing. I'm not going by all of the other stuff, the costume thing and this, that, and the third, because I need more proof. You can't just show me still shots of a palm fist in the glove, and then I say, okay, well, let me look and see how many of these palm shots landed. And when I see them landing consistently, it's already after Wilder's already been hurt. You can't give me that and say, well, it was because of those. And you can't answer the question of why Wilder was tired. You know, stop. Even when you go back to the first fight, oh, look at Wilder Fury won and bro, that's when you delude your message. Oh, the count was too long. You're going back down that road again. Leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. Stick with the glove thing. Get some answers on that, and then see where we go from there, man. Real Marlo TV in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you? Salute to the Real Marlo TV. Everybody that hear the sound of my voice, go check out the homie Real Marlo TV, man. All day, bro. Keep doing what you doing, famo. Keep doing what you doing, man. Let's see. He say, man, 100, man. I've been investigating, man. I need more proof. Same here, fam. Same here, bro. I need more proof too, man. I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions when you just giving me one piece of the puzzle. You know what I mean? There's a lot of more pieces as to why Wilder lost that fight. And you telling me one thing. You're saying, oh, he had a balled up fist in the palm of his glove. Okay. Is that the shot that hurt him? Did he put Wilder down with that shot? Any of that stuff? No. After this fight was over, this was one of the worst reactions from fight fans that I've ever seen. And I'm talking about my Wilder Nation. This was one of the worst reactions I've ever seen to a fight. I've seen umpteen videos about umpteen different angles about why Wilder lost this fight. This has been worse. It doesn't help the champ. You know what I mean? It doesn't help him. It doesn't help his mindset going into this third fight. Stop it, man. Because y'all making yourself look a little crazy out here. The excuses just, y'all going as far back, oh, Tyson Fury was a cheater, and Tyson Fury was this, and Tyson Fury was that. No one was saying this shit in Fury Wilder won. Nobody, what was all of this type of criticism? Nobody wasn't talking this type of talking Fury Wilder won. Oh, no, he gave a good performance, but he ain't gonna never do that again. And, you know, Wilder gonna get him in the rematch. No. Fury made an adjustment, fam. Son of God, you ain't gonna never give it up. You know what I mean? Clearly just an open hand slap. And Fury's been known to do that also in the past. That's another thing ain't been talked about. Go look at a lot of old Fury fights. Fury is so tall and awkward and lanky, sometimes his punches kind of come off as a slap. Fury does a lot of things that sometimes are questionable. He'll sometimes grab the rope and then swing with one hand. He'll do that too sometimes. You know what I mean? So you got to watch Fury, man. Fury just, he knows how to do certain tactics, but that don't make what he did totally wrong. You know what I mean? Equal foundation in the building. Wilder is my man's, but he lost. The glove may have assisted, but Wilder should have also fought dirty if that's the case. It's boxing, and the fanboys need to man up all day. all day. Fury a bum. Dillian White will eat him. Ha! Sound good. Dillian White, yeah. Boy, son of God, you a firm believer in that boy Dillian White, aren't you, man? Dillian White is a damn bum, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking, man. Have you heard anything about Wilder hurting himself after the fight, says Orlando? No. I haven't heard Wilder mention anything about an injury, anything of that nature. Wilder, we know, has been kind of staying away from the cameras. He's over in Africa doing his vacation. But one thing I also, haven't heard Wilder mention anything about these gloves. Maybe it's something that I'm hoping that Wilder doesn't respond to this, because he does listen to his fans, and I'm just hoping that he doesn't respond to this. I hope he just keep it pushing. Because if he responds to this, then he's going to have to look at his own corner like, y'all dropped the ball. Why wasn't y'all in it? Why didn't y'all tell me that this dude was rapping a certain kind of way or doing this? Somebody got to give some answers. Foreman did a lot of the palm hit thing. Long, tall fighters seem to do this, and so did Klitschko. Klitschko did used to do that a lot. You right. Foreman did used to do it as well. You absolutely right. It happens, bro. It happens, man. This is the fight game, man. Yeah, we can't take any little thing that we see and think we got something. Y'all need to stop with this, man. It's the fight game, fam. No, man. Fighters have done this for eons, man. Eons. This ain't nothing new. Word of the day, he can box, but not elite. If Wilder fought someone who could not box, he would murder them. My thing is with Wilder, he's at this point kind of far gone into the fight game. Like I said, trying to turn Deontay Wilder from what he is into the supreme boxer, you don't have nearly enough time. It's way too late in the game. We just got to give him small additions. Footwork additions, a plan B, you know what I mean? What could be that plan B? What that plan B consist of? Small additions, maybe bring in another set of eyes. Small additions, nothing that's going to just totally turn Deontay Wilder into the old Tyson Fury. No, we don't need that. We just need small incremental steps. I truly believe that Tyson Fury, if he comes back into this third fight at that size, Deontay Wilder will have to know, I will have to weather this guy's storm at some point in this fight. I got to let this dude deplete himself. I got to weigh him down. And when you weigh Tyson Fury at 273 pounds down, he is going to slow down big time. You know what I'm saying? Smitty Smith in the building. The fight game, these guys are trying to kill you in the ring, man, all day. I ain't opposed to Deontay Wilder going into this third fight fighting dirty. He should. If Fury going to get dirty with him, Wilder better get dirty back. That's just the fight game. It is what it is. I am not opposed to that at all. Do what you got to do, bro, to get to that W. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is in boxing. King MD in the building. What's up, fam? Wilder's so long. He needs to properly use that jab and stay long. Spear to the body. Also, Mayweather was a pro. Mayweather was probably that too. Was doing it to keep fighters back. I think that jab to the stomach is one of the most important shots that Deontay Wilder has to throw. If you go back into the last fight, Wilder actually was throwing that shot in the first round. In the first and second round, he was trying his best to tag it on in, and he abandoned it when he got hurt. But it clearly was part of his game plan to do so. Because go back to those first early rounds, Wilder was jabbing to the body. It started to get more sloppier as the fight progressed, and it didn't look nearly as stiff. But he was actually trying it, you know what I mean? So it makes me think that it was part of his game plan, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got what you meant, fam. I got what you meant. All day. Last Vidine Bree, that might be the excuse to pull out the fight. He is not going to be ready by July. Now, that's foul, bro. But that's, like I said again, that's boxing. But that's foul, man. Damn, man, to have him come right back in July. They know what they doing. Top Rank know exactly what they doing. We were talking in the immediate after the fight, we were talking about pushing this down to October, September, October. Now they coming right back. Oh, we want it in July. We got the date, we got the venue, we ready to go. Wow, they got to get it together, and he got to get it together fast. You know what I mean? It's foul, but ain't no use to sit here crying over spoiled milk. Once again, the corner of Deontay Wilder slipping. Al Heyman, what the hell is this, bruh? PBC, how do you get your man back in there in July? How do you not negotiate something better than this? Once again, the corner of Deontay Wilder looking fucking suspect. How does something like this get negotiated where your guy comes back in July, man? How does that happen? I am sick and tired. Now, one thing I am sick and tired of making excuses for is the corner of Deontay Wilder. I'm getting a little tired of keep having a cover for Shelly Finkel, for Al Heyman and the rest of them dudes. I'm getting a little tired of that shit. That is what I'm getting tired of. His corner has failed him in many avenues. This is one of them. How do you negotiate something where your guy who just lost has got to get back into the ring in July? How do you do that? DGO in the building. What's up, fam? Oh, man, my brother, Orlando Finney in the super chat. Appreciate that love, homie. Appreciate that love, man. Made Man. The best boxing channel on YouTube all day, man. Salute to the fam. Salute to everybody that got love for the homie, man, because you know the homie got love for y'all, man. Thumbs up as you pull up, you know? But you know, man, look, man, DGO, man, what's up with you? I'm just like, dog, I'm sick of these excuses that I'm making for Wilder. So like I said, if we're going to talk this glove talk, then we're going to talk about the corner of Deontay Wilder and where the failure broke down right there. If we're going to talk this, him getting back in the ring too soon, July is too soon, man, I agree with you. Then we're going to talk about his corner fucking failing him at the negotiating table. That's what we're going to talk about. Oh, man, the gloves, yeah, the gloves. But we're going to talk about the Nevada State Athletic Commission failing him. We're going to talk about many different levels of failure. Not just Tyson Fury, but many different levels of failure that comes to Bomb Squad if there's any truth to this. And those are facts. Mike Biggs boxing in the building. Salute to you, man. Good morning, fam. Good morning to you. David McLeod, what's up, fam? Wilder has got nothing to offer Fury. The fuck he got his WBC belt and should fight AJ in an all-British super bout for the undisputed title. Absolutely 100% not. You tripping. What you talking about? He ain't got nothing to offer Fury. Bro, he got a whole American market over this bitch. Don't forget something. Fury was in no man's land, Twilight Zone, obscurity. Who the hell is he? Who are you? Who are you? That was Tyson Fury prior to Deontay Wilder fighting him in that first fight. Remember when Tyson Fury moved over here in ticket sales against Otto Wallin and the rest of them clowns? He moved nothing. He had a bunch of old people in there that was used to playing slot machines till 5 o'clock in the morning. That's who he had in the audience. So when you sit here and say, what does Deontay Wilder got to offer? Well, looking at Tyson Fury, given that he's been on WWE, Joe Rogan, writing books, he is the man with the motherfucking plan right now. You know what I mean? Looking at him, I'd say Deontay Wilder has a heck of a lot to offer. What you say? Because it seems to me that Klitschko didn't give him the clout that he so desperately wanted. Same Klitschko didn't give him that clout. Derek Chisora didn't give him that clout. Who gave him that clout? Deontay Wilder. And you asking me, what does he have to offer? Are you serious, fam? You think Mayweather Sr. and Roger could help? That would be, I don't think Mayweather Sr. at this point, maybe I'm misreading. I just think he's too kind of far gone, you know what I mean? Where he can give some good advice, you know what I mean? But as far as actually working with Wilder, nah, bro. I honestly want to see Virgil. I like to see either a Virgil in there. I like Brother Nassim. I think he's a good addition. Derek James is a good addition. Someone that's going to give him movement. Someone is going to give him movement and teach him how to move and fight going backwards. You know what I mean? That's the most important attribute that I'm looking for. I still want to see the trilogy, but better if Wilder got to win first. I still want to see the trilogy as well. And this is what was negotiated. This was negotiated for a reason. You know what I mean? We all want to see the trilogy. It's a humongous fight. We all going to be there. Y'all know y'all going to watch the fight, so stop playing. Everybody wants to see this fight. This is it's unfinished business. Now, this third fight will determine who is the one to go forward and say that they are the man. And I'm glad it played out like this in a way, because when you got two top dogs like this, sometimes it takes more than once or twice to get that final stamp. To say, you know what, that fight is better. Thriller in Manila, Rumble in how many times Ali fought Frazier? You know what I mean? These things has to happen that way to say, okay, well, if we have a trilogy, I got to make it through this entire trilogy and come out this thing clean to say I'm the man. And that's where we at. I love it. Renee Box Young, what's up, fam? Good morning to you, fam. Salute to Mexico, man. Yeah, the trilogy will be great, but I think it will be challenging for Wilder, and I would definitely go for Wilder, though. You know what I mean? It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be an uphill climb. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and say, oh, Wilder going to go in there, dominate, hit him with the right hand, and it's over. I will be straight up lying. You know what I mean? No, this is going to... I've been saying from day one, I haven't been like most people. I've been saying from day one, check my archives because they don't lie. I've been saying from day one that Tyson Fury is a certified threat. He's a good fighter, and you cannot overlook and sleep on this guy. I understand there's a lot of casual fans out there that's, oh, he was on crack and he was on coke and he was an addict and he blew up and blah 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 blah. Y'all know nothing about Tyson Fury. You know nothing about Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury is a damn good fighter. Damn good fighter. A lot of people may have been caught off guard because, oh, we thought Tyson Fury was a bum. Never been a bum. Always been considered possibly the most dangerous heavyweight in the game. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Real spill. Real spill, man. DGO says Fury just opened a 5-star hotel on Wilder's mind. Well, you know what? That's one of the great things about Wilder going to Africa, fam. He can go there, clear his head for a little bit, sit on the beach, man, you know, chill out with his wife, man. And, you know, one of the things I'm just as a side note, I ain't saying this what happened, but I'm just saying, though, one of the oldest myths in boxing is women weakens legs, right? When Sean Porter was a newlywed and he got married, he lost to Earl Spence Jr. When Keith One-Time Thurman was a newlywed and he had just got married, he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Bomb Squad has recently, didn't he just recently marry his girl? He loses. I'm just saying, women weakens legs. Richard Smith, the night hurt people so bad that it was like our king was killed, like Malcolm X, and the night Ali lost to Frazier. I feel you, man. I feel you, man. Real spill. Like I was rocking with the homie Monty Brown last night, and he said, man, I've been off here for a while because, man, I had to sit back and still process this Wilder loss, bro. A lot of people took it hard. I took it hard. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I wanted to see, especially seeing that last heavyweight belt go over to the UK. That hurt. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Wilder is our only knight at this point to have any opportunity of getting that belt back. He's the only chance. There is nobody else. There is nobody else. Wilder is America's knight right now. He has to go back and get that belt and bring it back and bring that prestige back to this country. That's the mission he's on. And for any American out there that's rooting against Deontay Wilder, knowing what's at stake right here, man, how could you do that shit? You know what I mean? How could you do that? Muhammad Ali says AJ versus Pulev, Usyk, Chisora versus White, White versus Povetkin 2, Du Bois versus Joyce, Fury versus Wilder trilogy. Trump's all heavyweight fights to come. Well, you got to go Fury versus Wilder trilogy. Absolutely. Absolutely. But y'all already know Fury, if he gets through this or if Wilder gets through this, I hope AJ and Eddie Hearn is as fast to the negotiating table as they were for Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Tyson Fury pulls it out, man, he's going straight to AJ. It's AJ or nothing. And after that, I see him retiring. You know what I mean? I don't see Dillian White getting his shot against Tyson Fury. Equal Foundation, apologies for that, man. My phone had died on me. I had to throw my charge in real quick. My bad, man. But y'all catch my drift on this video right here, man. The last thing we was just saying about Caleb Plant, man. Caleb Plant, he said Caleb Plant just got married and he looking good out here, huh? We'll see, man. Yo, man, we'll see, man. We will definitely see. But women weakens legs, fam. Women's definitely weakens legs, man. I apologize for the interruption, fight fam. I really do, man. But at the end of the day, I just want to conclude the vid and say, look, man, at the end of the day, if we're going to rock with this glove thing, let's put this at every layer of corruption where it will exist, not just Tyson Fury. And you have to come with a little bit more proof to tell me that this is the reason that Deontay Wilder lost. Because I see Deontay Wilder, like I said, huffing and puffing. I see Deontay Wilder getting hit with flush jabs. I don't see Deontay Wilder taking many palming shots until he was already hurt and his equilibrium was already gone. You know what I mean? If we gonna make this type of, like I said, I love nothing more than to sit here and say that it is true. I would love nothing more than to do that. You know what I mean? But I just can't do it. You know what I mean? And I do believe in rigged fights. I do believe in dirty fights. I do believe that fights can be rigged. I just looking at this situation, I just think that Deontay Wilder just got out game plan, bro. He got out game plan. You know what I mean? Busy, what up, though? Great video, buddy. Great comments. Keep up the great work. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Still frozen on your end, Equal Foundation? All right, I'm going to get out of here, fam. I don't know what's going on. We talking boxing. Going down, fight fans. going down tonight, so check it on out. We got a good lineup of topics we're going to talk about tonight. We'll bring this wilder situation up a little bit more. But we got some good stuff for the night, and I'm looking forward to wrapping it up with y'all, man. It's cutting out, so I'm cutting out, right? You know what I'm saying? Mascolo 22, thanks for that, fam. Salute to you all. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to you all, and I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a great, blessed day. Stay stressed and sucker free. Remember that the devil is everywhere, and he is coming for you to ruin your day. Knock his ass out. Until the next one, man. Much love, fam. Peace out.